Welcome back to Arkham Asylum Part 3. Today we're getting on out of this beginning level, or the tutorial level, or whatnot. Right now, hey, we got a special guest. We got our little dog here with us. So it's a three-person commentary, or two people and a dog. But hey, it is what it is. Ain't that right, Doc? Yeah, it is. So for the rest of this part, I am going through the rest of this until we get on out of here. And your eyes don't deceive you, we are past 15 minutes because I finally fix our time limit to get past 15. It took me a while, but we finally get through it, so we can finally get past 15 minutes of it. Thanks a lot, YouTube. Let's see here. I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but for Riddler stuff and whatnot, I am getting all the Riddler stuff, and I'm only getting it if it's in my way at this point in time. That's about it. There is going to be a part dedicated to getting the rest of them by the second last thing I do at the end game stuff. So I will show that off. But the only thing I probably won't show off in this game are the challenges that come with it. I won't be showing, with the exception of showing off the DLC character, the Joker. It's the only thing I'm going to show off at this point, but just to show what it looks like. But I won't be doing any of the challenges. Maybe sometime later, I don't know. But if you want a 100% save file on Batman Arkham Asylum, you need to complete all the challenges that they have you do in the hub area before you can start your game or do challenges, look at trophies, look at profiles, or look at the credits if you want to. But yeah, for Riddler stuff, I will get them all. Just get what's happened to be in my way at that point in time.
Gordon was taken up at the surface in the elevator.
Alright, so when we last left off, we defeated Victor Zsasz, I believe, for the time being, and head on out. Now we need to follow Harley Quinn here and get access where we can find the Joker. It was played by Arlene Sorkin, who is the first voice of Harley Quinn back in the animated series, and her only appearance in the Arkham games, which would later take place, or Tara Strong will take her place in featured appearances and whatnot. Which I think they did grab. It's only a matter of time someone can play one role for so long. Even though to me, Mark Hamill is the Joker, as Kevin Conroy is the Batman, but at some point they're not going to be around forever. And we will get the origins. We get to see some voices that they picked to try to match their younger selves. Some, I'll wait till we get to that game to discuss the voices that they picked. Which just to get after, I don't think they're bad. It's just I wish they would go more their own style rather than try to copy Conroy's and Hamill's style of their characters. But that's not until we get to the origins, which is probably a few years from now. But at this point, let's talk about these the cipher. Cryptic symbols is what they call them. These are talismans left by the spirit of Amadeus Arkham, who built first concepted, I think, Arkham Asylum in the Batman mythos. I think accidentally, or he went insane as time went on. So, here is just the spirit of Arkham. Is here telling all the stories that has happened in these cells of the wall here in Arkham. All the stories for all the supervillains when they first came in, or what he sees and whatnot. So let me see. I want to say how many are there. 20. No, I want to say there's more than 20. I think there's 6 in a row of 6. I'll say there might be 30, 25 or something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to. I think it's more than 25, if I remember correctly. If not, right at 25. I don't remember how. Y'all can go back and pause and see how many we got. And I will get all of them. And I will show off what they say and whatnot. Especially if we got some taped messages and whatnot. There is some audio, talking about some supervillains' origins and how they came to be. With the exception of Joker, his is more plot relevant. Everybody else, like Harley Quinn, Victor Size, is kind of just showing, they're kind of how their origins kind of started, kind of. Get the, how they started out as criminals and how they are today. Which I will let them record and let us see through, or let us hear their stories and whatnot. Yeah, Doc's over here. He wants to chime in. What you got to say, Doc?
Fuzzy pimples.
Yeah, he just.
You're both too.
He's just over here. He's just over here being a baby. But anyway, back to Batman. As you see here, we're in detective mode, which allows us to see, we showed off over his ass, but now we can see, red enemies are carrying guns, while blue is just guys who's just gonna hit you with their hands. Now here's another thing that we can do. We can sneak up. We don't have to go fist of flying on these enemies. We can get up behind them quietly and do a silent takedown. But there is just some placements of enemies that it's just, you can tell, you'd be surprised how they can see or what they see. Yeah, I know. But, here, we get... What do we... yeah, we're sneaking into a conversation between the Joker and Thug, which does happen occasionally. It's just there just to be, give Joker be Joker. Right. Yeah, I know. And then when we get down, we're gonna stick behind him and take him out with a kidney punch and then choke him out. Yeah. Let's see here. Joker, alias Unknown, is probably, if you have any idea who, I think to me, everybody knows who Batman and his backstory is. And Joker, has multiple stories about his origins, but states that it may not be the real origin or whatnot. It has no real name at this point in time. I've gone under a lot of aliases, different incarnations over the period of the history of Batman. Probably one of Batman's greatest rivals, for a lot of reasons, for good and for worse. To me, there is no, a lot of people said, for every hero there's a villain, there's a god, for a god there's devil, there's Satan. To me, you have Batman and you have Joker. Well, Batman does, to me, I do think Batman has the better villains in any series of comics that I've ever seen or read. I do like Superman and Wonder Woman and Green Lantern, and I do like Marvel's like Spider-Man, the X-Men, the Punisher series and stuff like that. And, I do enjoy Marvel stuff too, and I want to show off some Marvel stuff. And I got more guards coming in. I gotta do a load of real time. The guy's still hanging upside down, even when that cuts. Even though Batman clearly moved somewhere else where I wasn't. And I think it happens no matter what. Yes, we said. Try to run and catch this guy, and we finally did. Knock him out. Just to let you know, yes, I do miss some items here. You probably notice I'll just walk right by them because, either A, I didn't see it, or, I just don't remember it being there. Oh. Like there'll be a point where I'm standing right next to a Harley Quinn tape here in a second, and it's right next to me. But I just don't. I probably either thought I did pick it up, or I clearly just didn't see it. And I mentioned this last part at the back, the darkness. Sometimes to me it's alright. I like it dark, but sometimes there'd be times I need to light some things up here and there. What do you want, Doc? Let's get this sweater off you. I know it's a little warm here, so let's take this off. Yeah, see? Don't you feel a little bit better now?
You also look a lot less stupid.
Yeah, you'd be alright. I think you warmed up a little bit since you went walking outside. Oh yeah. Frank Bowles is unfortunately dead.
Who?
The guy that turned traitor and that has no significance whatsoever. Never been in the comics or whatnot. He was created for this game, only to be killed off, 3 parts into this game. So, never see him again, never heard from him. Who cares at this point now? And now, as you can see me waiting, there's a reason why. We get our next villain here, the Riddler. And yes, we are gonna have to take him down and take him to justice. I'm aware that Joker, or no, not but the Riddler is not, in these games, has not been received very well, most likely for his scavenger hunt. They just seem like they're getting worse and worse and worse with each installment. Which I agree, there's some of them, I enjoyed some of the puzzles that they put out, but I do agree, the amount they put out is too much. There's too much to be collecting, and it's a good. I'll say this: it's a good way to get your level increase and get some of your techniques and whatnot, which is good. It's a good thing to. Which is a good thing to have to level up and get your HP and tactical stuff and whatnot.
Is there an upgrade that increases the amount of damage you do?
Yeah. For critical hits, yeah. And chances you're critical hit. It allows you to do more damage the more combo you rack up. There's also some abilities which allows you to take down moves. You can take down, pretty much they act like maybe one hit knockouts. There's some upgrades that you can upgrade your weaponry too. Like one thing you can upgrade for is twin batarangs, which is instead of throwing one batarang, you can throw 2. You can upgrade it to 3. There's also where you can use batarangs in a combo to help knock out enemies a lot faster. And there's some other upgrades for items that we'll get later down the road, but we'll wait until we get to those items before we do. And I suggest when we start getting those items, and when they come, if they come with you need to get upgrade. See there was a river tape, and I just walked, or audio tape, and I walked right by it, thinking probably I grabbed it, but I didn't.
Don't get too full of yourself, Dark Knight. It only gets harder from here.
Yeah, so I do show off all the Riddler stuff. So if you want to, yeah, see, I probably thought I picked it up and just moved on. But, I do get it back in our cleanup video of getting up all the Riddler stuff and whatnot. So, and because there is backtracking, there is just some things you cannot get. You have to come back. Now, if you want to get 100%, you have to do these, and there is just backtracking. Backtracking exists in this game. It's not straight, plot to plot to plot. There are times you can side quest and detour your way. Now, there is a part of the game where you can't do that. Where you must, once you get to that point, you have to keep going until that event stops. Once you get the upgrade and whatnot. Stopping here, letting you hear the newscasts for the Joker has for Gotham. So you just enjoy listening to that. A lot of references, building there to a hospital, which is possibly to the Dark Knight. This game is full of that. I do say, before this part ends, I think for you, if you want to play this game, I think it's very easy to first timers, even people who probably don't know much about Batman's history. I do think it does give you a good detailed history about Batman and his character, and his villains and characters. Give you an idea what you're looking for, at least in the back, and in references to other things you've been in since in TV shows or movies. But with that said, tune into the next part as we continue our playthrough of Batman Arkham Asylum. See y'all later.